should be live. Looks good. Today I want to put the focus. Let me just see. Today I want to put the focus on the stream on making the right nut holes for my. Right, you can see it because. Oh, wait a second. Let me just see my monitors. My left monitor just got a bit bigger. The left monitor, this one right there. What even is that? That's the text. Okay, now I want to select my big monitor here. Can I bring it into frame like this? So it's moving it up a bit. Yeah, this looks. Oh, the image is still a bit off center. There, and then on this side. Well, can I somehow center this directly? No, I want to scale, blending, transform there. Add a transform, flip, fit to screen. There we go. Transform. So I want to transform and then fit the screen. Now there we go. I could have just shown that a bit earlier. Okay, so the screen is good again. I was just about talking what I want to do today. So last time I printed those the motor mount, like a little part to see if the motor actually fits, and I had a problem with my nuts not being able to be fit in there. Here for the screws to hold them. Here on one side I use the M3 machine screws, like those ones right here, used in like many 3D printing projects because the screws are just easy to use and easy to assemble anywhere. And those nuts were too big for the holes, and today I first want to start to make a little test print with a few different sizes to see what the best size is that still fits into the nuts. Just a little board, and I just want to then start the stream off with putting that into the 3D printer so we can review that in the stream and see if it works. When I have designed that, I want to continue working on the robotic arm, or directly on the arm. So the first thing would be those motor mount. I think we stopped last time. And from the motor mount on, let me just pull up my little sketches right here. There should be next the first arm for the robot arm, and I think we didn't start with that. So you can just imagine you see the let me switch it to the video log again. You see the robotic arm right there, here. This is the robotic arm that I just quickly designed. This is the base, which we already designed last time. The base, the motor mount right here. And now we need to design the actual arm, the first piece, and see if it fits on top of our stepper motor. Where I then just have to also run a few tests with the stylus and see to what the best size would be to just stick it on. So if I later publish the files to you, that you don't have any problems with having to using sandpaper to fit some parts, and you can just print it and stick everything together. I would like to make that pretty easy, and also for me that I have an easy time assembling them later in the video when I record a video about it. So yeah, the next thing then would be the first robot arm. So yeah, let's just start with a new sketch right here. We want to save it, use it as, make a little subfolder here for the tests. In here we just go ahead and call this motor mount nuts test. Let me just close this console here. This is always a bit triggering me. Let me just see how the stream is doing. There, the live streams. Currently I have this one live. Already 5 views, okay. Oh, we have chat messages. Damn, I didn't even see them. Oh, there is the pixel test. Welcome back. And we have Fisher Boat. Yeah, so yeah, I got the haircut last week for the going to the gym. The hairs would be boring, or not boring, would be just pissing me off if they still currently fall on my face and would hanging around everywhere. If I take a shower, they're clear or dried in 2 minutes or even 1 minute. So get a way better profit out of that. Fisher bot here. Mining CPU, GPU to gaming GPU. Yeah, you send a few videos or your new CPU. I think we haven't talked about that. What is your current project there? You said you have a few more cores than me now. I have 12 cores, I think. 12 or 16. Yeah, I have 12 cores. I think you sent a screenshot with 20 in there. Did you use like a dual CPU motherboard for that, or what did you do? So yeah, the motor mount, we will just design a little part right here. That part is of course wrong because I don't want to create a part. I want to create a sketch on the X and Y plane. There I want to have first of all a base cube. Wrong cube. I don't know. Again, just do it here, new cube, we want to have a center rectangle cube. Just scale that up to a bit, something there. Let's just say we want to test 3 different sizes. If you take a look at those nuts, damn, 20 crows and 40 threads. That's a bit more than I have. I don't know what you're using it for. If you're just using it for gaming, I would say it's a bit overpowered. But if you're making some kind of server or trying to build the next ChatGPT, I think you're good on the way there. Just powering the next ChatGPT 5. Wait. What did you do in school? Leistungs. Oh, you mean CAD modeling. You mean this kind of stuff right here, right? Like technical painting, or am I wrong with that? On the one Discord I had a bot that ran on that server on that mining GPU. It should work better once I start it up now, cause it's the right drivers. Yeah, that's still for a server. Maybe if I get into game development or later into a bit more building some automation systems, then I think I'll know where I ask for a server. But pixel test, I don't really get what your class is, so give me a bit more detail. Maybe I can help you with it. Because over the last few weeks I tried to learn here most of... Wait, is my stream even... Is it even visible, like my text and everything? Yeah, should be fine. Over the past few weeks I tried to learn here everything about the CAD modeling and especially the sketching part, like the dimensions, and you call it technical drawing. I watched a few YouTube videos on that, and now I got like the basics down. I can measure a few things. Yesterday I measured my new room with my father right here. It's not the best, it's a bit messy, but I mean, measuring out the room is not that hard, but making like some good... I have something open right here, I think. Making some good technical drawings are very valuable, especially if I make some YouTube videos later on this robotic arm, which I'll definitely do. There I want to have some good technical drawings for you guys if you want to model it completely for yourself and just have this learning experience. Maybe you need to change something and then you can take a look at those projects. It's not a completely finished one, but I think here you also get the point a bit with that. Just you have your object and then you have to sketch it out and put all the sizes in there, so everybody is clear that the designer in this, for me right now this would be myself, but if you give it off to somebody else to design something, they would have to know the dimensions and everything. So yeah, and I use the server to... Oh yeah, okay. For the websites, yeah, I think it's nice. Hey, do you have your own website? Maybe you can send it in. Hopefully I won't get banned if I go on it. Email servers. Yeah, I just made a test about wrote a test about them. I think I actually answered the question right, what an email server is. but the other one, a terminal server, I think I lost there 2 points because I couldn't really explain it. And machine learning is also really nice, but I think for machine learning itself, it's more. It still takes a long time, but yeah, building the next ChatGPT as I thought. Yeah, if I need a server. Yeah, in the future, as I said a few times in last streams, I want to go a bit into automation and this kind of stuff, and I think there I will need a server if I want to work with multiple Arduinos. Of course, I could transmit through them with data and IR signal between them or data connection. But a few servers if I hook up the Arduinos to the Wi-Fi thing, and then I control them over a server, I can monitor them and everything. And I think there I need a server. I haven't gone too much into that route right now. It's just in my head thinking what kind of projects I could do. But yeah, I will definitely come back to you if I need a server there. Die Decke und die Leitung zu berechnen, kann das aber nicht. What kind of Leitung do you need to calculate? Wait, give me a second. Perfect. Leitung in English is just line. No, it's cable. Cable is the right word. But there are many kinds of cables, so you have to tell me if it's an electronic cable or if you just have to calculate a steel bar. So yeah, send me the site on Discord, I can just take a look at it. Yeah, Discord here. Stream is working, everything. So there are a few things that I want to get done, as I already said. Let's just get back to it here. Let's just set it at 90 millimeters from now. And then the height 25 in the center. If you take a look at those little nuts right here, if you take a look at them, it's not focusing, but they are kind of the same, rounded here and rounded at the bottom. It's like to grab it with like a pinch so you can see it better. Here they're rounded at the top and at the bottom, and I think I can just make a cube where I stick them in so they won't move, so I don't have to draw the exact shape of the object right here, because I tried to do that last time and it was just completely messing up all of my prints there, or my prints, because you couldn't really scale it up or size it to any good levels. So I have to see if it's okay if I just make a little rectangle and put it in there, or if I have to do the shape for maximum stability. Probably in the end on the robotic arm, the maximum stability would be the best part. But yeah, I think in the end we can still add a few on the walls to some support, additional support from the edges, so it's not a complete triangle. So if I go ahead and here you see this rectangle, if I draw then lines from here and here and here and here, fill them also up, then we also should be fine and have a bit more space. But we have to see how this affects the scalability. Wait. Okay, you used Wix for it. Shit, what we'll sell on this? Why are you insulting me this much? I didn't do anything. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, okay, and you're hosting that on your... You're hosting that on your server. Perfect. Wait. I think if I show that on stream, I will immediately be banned for insults and everything. Damn, bro. Wait, a lot of messages. Oh, okay. Sit on the big servers. Okay, okay. Do you have tips for fast learning? I would say stop watching too much YouTube and just learn, just do stuff. Just ask ChatGPT how if it can make you a learn plan for the next 2 days or whenever you have to write the test, and then go ahead and learn it. So no, you're no, that's yeah, if you're feeling like shit, then you probably shouldn't write the test in the few days, because then you can just hope to not be sick anymore. But if you're still sick, as you were last week when we talked, I would suggest you to maybe not go to work to write a test, and just ask your classmates what came on in the test, what the teacher gave you, and then just copy the test and see if you can do it. And yeah, I only have time to 18 o'clock. I want to go to the gym then, and it closes at 20 o'clock, so I have then 2 hours to get there and get back. But I think that's doable. I see it's like 550, 5 millimeters, 5.3 millimeters big, the nut, the hole it should be. So if I just type it in here, it is 5 5.3. Okay, of course I set it to German, so 5,3. And there we have a problem because it's a little, so 3 like that. Now we should be fine if we also do the same thing. So wait, we have the nut like that. It's 5,3, then I would have to make the other cross section from there to there, which is around 6.10 millimeters, like this, and that right here. So the nut fits in here. Because my 3D printer has a bit of leverage in the, give it a bit of error margin. This will be the first hole. The second hole will be on the left here. And then I also want to make another one. Again, this one will be 6.1. Now let's make it a bit bigger. 6.5. And the height will be 5.6. Just see if that works. And then another test for this right here. Can I just select all of them and just move them to the left? Oh, yeah, for sure. Welcome to the stream, Victor. The Robotic Arm is not finished right now. The state is, I designed the base, but in the end I will make a YouTube video about it. I'm hopefully done with the designing part in the next 2 to 3 weeks of the Robotic Arm. And then I will make weekly videos where I work on the Robotic Arm, show what I done this week. And then I also upload the Robotic Arm for free. And but I don't have the STL files right now, but I can show you what I have so far. But I think I started with the assembly, but I wasn't able to complete it because it's all scuffed here in FreeCAD. But yeah, so you see. Yeah, here we have it. The Robotic Arm is this far done. The plan for this Robotic Arm is to take those 25 kg stepper motors. They, as the name suggests, they can lift 25 kilograms, which will be a lot for like a hobby robotic arm. And I'm hoping they will be actually able to lift something in the end, and my engineering will be good enough. But yeah, just trying to make a few tests today for the mounts. Here the first one is the Robotic Arm. For the mounts, as I said, trying about a few diameters, what works, what doesn't. Here I will try to 3.4, no 5.4 it was, in height, just seeing what my 3D printer takes as an input for those little nuts here, that I can screw everything in easily in a second. Here also 6.2. And I think I fucked up again. Yep. I definitely did. So if we just take that and we will select that and select that and then just delete that, and then we deleted our cube around. So the next thing is I want to make the base part, which will be from the center to the right like that. So the problem we would have is the sketch right here isn't on the board directly, so we have to first of all scale this up a bit. I will scale this up. Wait, how big was the screw here? It is 2.3 millimeters in height, so this means that I will make it 2.4 millimeters in height. No, I will actually don't make it this small. Oppa, no. I want to make this 5 millimeters tall, and then I want to carve out those 2.4 millimeters to stick the screws in. So yeah. Now on top here we should be able to project that from sketch 1 it should be. If I go place in order, there we go. I learned it in the last stream. I had so much pain just figuring out how to start which when I was just assembling the whole print like I was doing right now. I was just printing all the holes, and then I made the thing around it. So for example, you start by making a cube and then you carve out the things you don't need from the cube. So for example, I make a cube which would be the motor mount, and in the center I need a hole. And here I don't know, I'm able to just define the hole and the diameter or the cube itself and directly the hole. But for some reason it just gives me some error messages that I can't yet read. It's all in Python, so I can understand what the error message is, because I know like the basics of Python and I'm able to program something in Python. But I don't know if it's doable with the holes directly inside. So I have to start with the cube, and then from the top I go of layer, remove everything that I don't need to not have any problems. So now what I will do is I will go ahead and select my face right here, and I will carve out, as I said, the length that I need for my screws. In this case this would be 2.5, let's say. That's how deep the holes should be. Now I can select this face and make a create sketch. So this sketch is now created on top of the face of this cube right there. And I can just go ahead and, or I maybe cannot just simply go ahead because I need to. Yep, there you see it. If there's an error message in this program, you don't get any specific details on what you did wrong. You just get this Python error message which says, if you here get document this function failed. Well, I didn't write the code, so I don't know what the function is. It's all open source. I could read everything about it, but not right now. I don't want to learn the whole engine for now. I will probably do that in a later version, where maybe when I'm more skilled with CAD modeling software, I want to maybe add my own features for this, and maybe some assembly parts that aren't that good in other programs, and I think you get the drift. There are a few things now that I want to highlight. For example, I think that's what we did. I don't have those sticking points in my sketch right here, so I don't know where the actual sizes of those where they actually are, so I need to get all of those edges right there, and from these edges I need to go ahead and create my my circles. Like this will be the holes for the screws. So with the nuts there obviously will go the screws that will screw through there. And to now set them up to the right distance, wait, I will make this, and I will just quickly check how tall this is. This is 5.6, which means that if I go from here to here, I will have 5.6 divided by 2, which is 2.8. Yeah, 2.8, which is already set because I have centered it on this line right here. Hey yo, what's up, Marga? Long time no see. So I think there we should be able to scale it to there. Yep, that works. So 6.5 divided by 2. I hope I can calculate in there. Yeah, perfect. At least I did something right. So this is the center of this cube, which I now can... I hate that I can't just... I probably can somehow delete it in the editor, but if I want to delete this constraint right here, I have to go to the right, to the left there and delete it out of there. So I have to watch a tutorial if I can scale it out of there. So 2.7 looks alright if that's the actual height. It's placed in the center, so it's not that bad if I included the wrong parts there. Marga, how are you doing? Are you still working on your games? Are you consistent with game programming? I think we talked a few weeks back, but yeah, a lot can change in those few weeks. From me doing the my game development stuff as usual, to me making those real life projects was the course of 2 weeks, where I was sick and I thought of myself what do I actually want to do, and it wasn't game development. Wait, I think I scaled it up there already, so that would mean that I can just scale it up there. Oh yeah, still working on new games, or... Oh, you're making different stuff also. Yeah. For me, I will probably use Unity in the future, especially when this robotic arm is fully sketched out. I might want to make a control surface with the Arduino, with Unity, so I have a model, a little game, and then in Unity you can control the robot with a 3D model and tell it where to go, and then in real life it should follow this path. This was my idea of what I wanted to do. So I'm still using game engines, but not for directly making games. Yeah. So the center here should be 0.05 if I'm not stupid. No, I'm apparently not. No, it's not about not touching Unity anymore. It's just for me. I have found that game development isn't it really for me, or I like it because you can just do whatever the fuck you want. I have an idea, I can just realize it in 2 seconds, and now I realize I have like a income from my current job, and which means that I now don't have to limit myself to have like this virtual toolbox where I never made games because I really liked games. I never was really like this big game fan. I never played every single new game that come out. I played those games that I liked nice, that were with nice mechanics, because it was just cool, the idea behind, like for example World War II Online, this massive online map where everyone can together and fight the World War II reenactment kind of, or never really liked the really big games. And also, you saw in my games, they were never about like a story game. It was mostly about game mechanic. So yeah, I thought of, why don't I do that in reality? Here I start with a robotic arm, but I mentioned earlier that I sometime in the future want to go into automation systems and all that kind of stuff. On the way there, I want to make some different kind of planes and radio controlled stuff, as I did my hoverboard. My hovercraft, but I think you get what I mean. No, it's not about that I didn't like doing the games. I don't touch. It's not like I won't touch games for that I won't never touch any game development again. But I never was really the guy that played too much games. Of course, I have my VR headset and sometimes I still play a few games on there. But it's not really like, for me, game development because I have a cool story that I want to create, like Dark Souls and something like this, and Elden Ring. So I never really played them. I think they're cool to play if you're friends playing them and you can talk in school about them. But yeah, I think I didn't really grew into that because I never had the best PC for playing those games, so I never really played them. And even Minecraft, I didn't play like the PvP stuff where you just were fighting on a server, or where, I don't know, here building some awesome creations. For me it was always about redstone, creating some stuff with redstone. For example, the time where I played most on Minecraft, like every single day for like 6 to 12 hours a day, was just me building a casino on a city build server in Minecraft with redstone stuff in there. So it wasn't even about Minecraft, it was about, I have an idea what I want to build and realizing that. So that's why I don't want to make any games right now, because I just have different ideas on what I want to create and what I wanted to create since I was a little child. And right now that's for me creating some projects like this robotic arm. So yeah. But what kind of projects are you working then on when you're not currently making games? I think you mentioned that, right? Different stuff here. Okay, so I have this part right here, and now if I close that out, wait, I didn't tell how big the holes were. So wait, the radius of the hole, I think for the motor mount right here, I always define them. Oh, wow, that was trippy. I thought you can see inside the model. So wait, let's just select a model here. Those were 3 millimeters in size, and it was kind of hard to screw them in. I want to try now if I can go around that. So I will make these holes by defining them here with this tool at 3.15. Let's just see if my 3D printer is good with that. let's just try 3 for the center one, and then 3.3 on this one. I mean, it's a test, so I can just test it there. Yeah, I think I'm not sure. I think game development is still nice, and I like to do it because you don't need anything. You can only need your laptop, and you can work from anywhere. If I go in that direction, or I will go in that direction of me building projects like this robotic arm, I can't just go to Thailand for 2 years or for 1 month, and then I go to Bali for 1 month, or I don't know, just moving a lot, because in that time I can't really do projects for YouTube or for my stream really YouTube. Then I would make like vlogs about me going to the beach and something like that. Maybe would be also cool, but wouldn't be like the thing that my audience then would watch me for, because they watch me for robotics and this stuff. So yeah. Old drones. Yeah, drones. Here with Pixel Test we wanted to make them FPV drones in the last few weeks. And yesterday I drew a flu drone with my father to scan our new house. And I again thought of myself, yeah, in the next few months, or next few weeks, I might want to assemble like my own FPV drone and then learn with that a bit flying. But it would be kind of an investment, because I'd have no drone stuff other than like I have 3 drone motors, but I need 4 to build a good drone. So yeah. Any good drones that I can buy that are programmable, cheap? I don't really look too much into drones, but you could build. I'm pretty sure that there are projects out there like where you can build your own drone with Arduino. Yeah, I find immediately something. I mean, I saw a lot of projects on that. AliExpress for 25 euros. I mean, if you make a drone from ground up, it will be a bit hard, because you have to make all the stabilization. But if you want to do that and you want a challenge, I'm sure that would be a good project. On YouTube I saw a few YouTubers that I kind of like doing YouTubers that I watched and like building drones with Arduino. So it's definitely possible. Arduino drone. Here, let's see if I find the guy that I mean. But yeah, I'm not sure if it would even be the cheapest way. But on the other hand, you could probably also buy some FPV stuff. It would probably cost you like 150 to 200 euros to get all the stuff, all the drones. And then you can probably also program them. I haven't looked too much into that, but I want to do those cool low flying shots with the Arduino, I'm saying. No, with the drones. Like flying through buildings and that kind of, how do you call it, free flying stuff. That would be like my motivation for FPV drones. But would be expensive, and I would have to spend a lot of time learning how to fly the drones then. And right now I want to focus on my YouTube videos and my current project with this robotic arms. So will be some projects for the future. If I know but a lot of more about here programming with Arduino and building this project, I will probably build my own kind of flying vehicle, plane or drone for myself. So maybe I will bring out a kit in the future, would also be an idea. Make a tutorial, yeah. But I can show you the motors. Like I think now 1 or 2 months back I made a little video, I made a video about here a hoverboard, because I really was into the idea for hoverboard in that time, and I think it only got 130 views or something. And it took me like 5 weeks to design the hovercraft, assembling all of the stuff here, and for that I bought those little drone motors for like 5 euros each on AliExpress and on eBay, and they work quite well. They overheat quite easily, but this is probably because I don't really use them right. They don't really have a good cooling system, and I probably also give them the wrong voltage. But would be an idea for the future to make here a drone, and if I don't over-engineer it, it would probably be able to. I would probably be able to do that in like a month or something. Will be done after the robotic arm and the 500 other ideas that I have for the next project that I want to do. But yeah, so you see here I have my little test stand printed. If I want to now export this to be usable, I just need to go ahead and I could have, why did I export it last time? File, export right here. Here the body, select the body, and then export. There we go. To test motormons.obg. I want an STL file if they have it. No. STL there. Mesh format. I think in the end it doesn't really matter what kind of export I use. Okay, then I just use an object for it. Wait, now I have to find OBG it was right. OBG file PDF. No, I can okay, PDF. I mean, if somebody needs it. Yeah, alias mesh. Okay, motor mount NAS test body like that, and now we have to open Cura to slice it for my 3D printer. So, as we can see, Cura takes its time as always to load up. But I have my OBG file here in the folder. I can just take a quick look at it in Blender. Oh no, it has to start Steam and everything, no. The ultimate Cura right here is Ultimaker Cura. It takes way too long to load. So, as I said, for the future I want to create this robotic arm. The robotic arm will probably will be my main focus for the next. I'm hoping 1 month until it's completely finished the designing part of it, and then another month of figuring out all the electronic stuff to make simple controls. Because I mostly just work on the robotic arms on the weekends, because under the week I mostly work on my projects, or I don't have too much time under the weekend, so I use the time to work on my little Arduino sensor tutorial series. For example, the next video will be a tap sensor and a tilt sensor, and then there will be the tap sensor where you can shake it. and it vibrates, and that's what the Arduino notices and gives you the signal out of that. That's where most of the time under the week is spent. But maybe I will clear those videos up to be like every 2 weeks there will be one of those videos, and then on the weeks where I don't upload on that part, on those Arduino tutorial series, I will upload the robotic arms, my progress. And yeah, 9 minutes, let's go. I will just quickly throw it into my 3D printer and you'll see me in a minute. Okay, so I will check on the print in 10 minutes. So at 15 after. So if this print looks good, then I will move on for the rest of the stream to the designing of the robotic arm, like the first arm of the robotic arm. So many arms. Like I sketched up in the previous test. Let me just quickly clean up my desk right here. So put all of that stuff away that I don't really need right now. Oh, I also have to pack my gym bag. There's another thing that I have to take is my creatine. Here my powder to help me get a pump in the gym. So let me just much water's in here. Let me get my water bottle, and then about 1 teaspoon I will put in there. I will be back in a second. Oh no, I will be back right now because I have it right here. 5 grams of creatine. I don't want to get it all over my room. Let me just get something where I can put it on, so if it falls to the sides it's not messing up my whole room. Smells like wood glue. So get that in here and a bit more. So that's, I think, enough for this amount of water. Get everything in. There we go. Now just shake it all up. You can see that it's not mixing too well with the water, but it will have to do. Let's just keep that mixing up there for a second. I completely covered my table now with some white pulver. Oh fuck. So let's just go ahead and get all of that away from here. Oh, it's really not liking the combining with water. Oh, I just made a it's just sticking to the top right here. So I don't think there's much with combining happening. Anyways, so let's keep on designing. So I think before I go all in on the designing here right now, I will, as always, do a quick sketch. Let me just point the camera down a bit. Then we will change to the big mood. You can see my room is a bit messy today because I had to open my or take all the stuff out of my closet because my little brother needed something that was buried behind all of the stuff that I stuck in there because I didn't want to clean up. Now I have the problem with it, but I will have to clean up also after I get from the gym. But yeah, so the first thing is I want to write the name. Robotic Arm. Arm 1, and today is the 24th and the 28th of April 2024. I don't know if you can see it that well. Anyways, so to think of the arm, we have down here, let's start from the top. We have our next motor mount right here. The arm will go approximately this size, just for illustration, and go like that. And then on here we have our next hinge for the arm, and the rest will be covered with just the 3D printing. So something like that. As you can see, in here will be the stepper motor, or the the stepper motor, the little pin right here will be from the base, go on like that, and then on the top of the arm will be the next motor, which will become in there like that. So from there we'll stick out the next servo. It isn't like to scale as I wanted to, but it's fine for now. So the servo sticks out here, kind of like that, I imagine. So this is the first arm, and then on here is also the arm, the one up here. Let's just mark them a bit like that. Servo 1, servo too. Now if we want to make a technical drawing of that, I would need an idea of how tall I even want to do that. And if we take, for example, this one right here, will be stuck on there, and then also this. I think this size should be good. Yes, here's my ruler. Just go ahead. I think it was 28 centimeters. No, it was not 28. Let's make the whole size 20 centimeters. This is 21, and I think that's a bit too large because my 3D printer could barely print that. But yeah. So if we now make our kind of technical drawing, we go from here, just draw it again without the motor. And then we just draw it down here. And then 2 in here. 4 down there, 1, 2, 4, like that. Maybe we can also make it look a bit better if we take a ruler. Like that. So design this, da da da, da 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 da. Drink a sip of coffee. Shake my little powder right here and just drink a bit. I don't know, I didn't really watch too much videos about how to mix creatine, but I was hoping that it would mix a bit better with water. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Alex? How are you doing? I'm good. Just designing my robotic arm here and just drinking my creatine on the side. Just bought a pack yesterday. Here. Creatine, what the fuck am I talking about? Here, glycerol. And just preparing for the gym now. Here and then here. So but I'm not too sure. I mean, my parents are a bit worried about that because they think it's some kind of steroid, and when I first heard of it, I always thought the same, like, what the fuck, it's pumping up my muscles or helping me with the palm, like pumping up, and they're just talking, yeah, that will just pump up my brain and then it will explode, something like that. So I'm not too sure how to consume it, so I won't take it in the same servings as they are listed in the bottle. I mean, on 100 or 1 liter of water you should take 5 grams of creatine, but I think here I just took like 2 or 3 on 1 liter, So I don't want to overdo it with it, and in the end I will just so that I won't have any negatives, because I definitely don't want to take any steroids and be stupid with that. So yeah, just hoping nothing bad will happen. So yeah, let's just go ahead and finish the base sketch of my part right here. So this is 20 centimeters long. I will go ahead and just draw some nice lines like this. Then on the side, I don't have currently no idea what the best size for that would be, but I think if you take a look at this, I think like 3 centimeters would be a nice cross section. It would kind of look good on the servo motor, because it's like almost hiding it then, or at that point. So if the servo motor is stuck in here, it should be bolted to that side, which means 1 centimeter sticking there and 3 to there. So I think 3 centimeters is fine. Now if we take a look and say, how long is that distance? It will be 10 millimeters. It's just better than 1 centimeters to say 10 millimeters. And then the rest will be 20 millimeters of size. Just have to imagine the servo motor will be stuck like this in here, and then he will sit on there. 1 centimeter is like this, so it will sit somewhere in here, the 50 millimeter, and then it will stick to the top, probably like still 0.5 millimeters, but then this will transform again into the bottom of into the next side of the robotic arm. Yeah, I have to see if I still want to do that whole stuff with the round corners, that I have my robotic arm right here. The first arm goes up like this, and then there will be some kind of disc there, and I mean the disc would just be for that it looks better, but right now I just want to prototype everything out and improve it along the way, just like the SpaceX approach. Just build some shit, throw everything on the wall and see what sticks. So yeah, my 3D print should be done by now, so I will take a look at it in a second. No, actually I will bring it up right now. I'll see you in a second. we go. Here's the print, as you can see. And now we can just hope that at least one of them fits, because they kind of look all the same from the sizes. So let's just see what works. There goes 3mm there. And just put one in here. Oh man. I think this was the tallest. I don't think it fits. So yeah. Up there. Nope, I don't think that fits as I wanted it to. Or maybe it does, I just have to turn my brain on a bit. So for the next ones I will also just... Let me just free up this hole right there, it's a bit... It's not really clean. See, it's not really see-through. You can't really see this with this resolution, but you can just imagine the 3D fuel, yeah, the filament got in there. So let's just see. I don't want to stab through my new material right there, but okay, maybe I can clip it out because I don't want to stab myself or my table or anything that's on here. So let's just go ahead and so let's go. So like that. Will be a bit harder now to screw in the screws. To screw the screws, but it will work. Still works, so no problem there, hopefully. So next screw would be that one right there. Just goes in the center. That is just really nice. That just pops in right away. But you have to apply some pressure, and here we have to not at all able to get it nice and easily in there. But yeah, maybe if I can just pinch it in there a bit. I don't think that we actually have to make like a really tight hold on that. I think the center is still really good, or maybe the left one, this one is really loose. Can just wiggle around a lot, but my goal with it is just that they're kind of stuck in there so long that you can just take a bit of time to screw in the screws and just see what fits. See if I can screw the screw in from the other side, then it will be easier. So just go ahead and screw it a bit free, make it a bit more loose. So now take out the screw. Oh, come on, get it out. There we go. from the other side now, and here I have to use a bit of force, but it works quite fine. And that's what I wanted. Like the benefits with that is you don't need to use another wrench to hold the other part in. You can just screw this in and just tighten it easily without having to worry about the other point spinning endlessly. So I now should be able to just go ahead and tighten it, and the other end shouldn't rotate. And that's like, it's like the thing that I want. So I think all of them work, but for perfection it's only like the few last ones. Wait, those are 20 millimeters long, and those are not the, also not that long, but here just see if they also work, those tiny screws. I mean, they won't go all the way through the nut, so I'm not sure how tight they actually would be. But they work, I think. Yeah. So as long as they pull the nut a bit more down, we should put a bit of pressure on them. They hopefully don't move as much. Yep, I think it's fine. I think the right side just got a bit better with it, but I think I will stick with the 20 millimeters long. I think they're 20 millimeters. No, 8 millimeters. Yeah, no, 20. No, 20 would be 20 millimeters would be that here. That would be 2 centimeters. No, sorry, 8 millimeters. I will stick with that. So just unscrewing that, just here to show it to you a bit more easily. I think you. Oh, do you even see that correctly if I screw down here this like this? Yeah, I think that's like the part. I mean, it's not really assembling, but those kinds of, this kind of part here of the maker journey is like what I enjoy. It's like you have designed something and you see it come together, even though that is not the full robotic arm in any way or form. But yeah, still enjoying like the assembly of things. It's just like playing Legos, but you designed the Legos yourself, and it's like your dream project, because that's kind of like what I'm working on. I have a vision of what I want to do, and then I design that stuff, and I don't have to. I can just take out the regulation that Lego gives me. I mean, there are actually not too many regulations that constraints would be the better word that Lego puts in your way to build anything with that. I mean, you can take a look at YouTubers who build crazy creations with Legos. I think there's nothing that by this point wasn't built with Legos. The same as everything was already built in like Minecraft, like full-on PCs in Minecraft. Yeah. And the best part is about the Minecraft PCs, I slowly get how they are actually made, how they really work, those Minecraft PCs, because on my work I learned about like the logic gates, and if you get too highs, for example, on the AND gate, you get like another high end out of it. They're AND and OR and NOTs, and out of those 3 gates consist your whole PC. Like it checks if this one and this one is or this input and this input is both a high signal, a logical 1, and then gives you out a 1. And if they don't match, then it gives you out a 0. And then if the OR gate, it checks if one input or the other input is true and gives out input to the, or give out a logical high, and this is like how your whole PC works, and out of that you can create like flip-flops that switch around, and then in those you can save information, and that's just how the PC works, just a billion times over, and I find this so fascinating. So at this point I probably would be able to build like half of a PC, but in the coming weeks I might learn a lot of more about that. But yeah, you see they all fit very nicely in here, and I don't even need to make like the corners fit on here. You see that the corners aren't even filled in, it's just still just screwed in very nicely. So so I think I can apply this to this robotic arm right here, not a robotic arm, to the motor mount, that I just take those screws in here, those nuts, and I just don't make, you see that right here I try to make those shapes of the nuts, but this doesn't really work because either I am too stupid or I'm not in that state right now where I where I know how to make those best scaling stuff, but I will get there. Like, one thing I want to test out right now is what the easiest way is to stick those nuts in, because that will be important for the build later, if I should go with the free hanging one or if I go with the more tighter ones. The free standing one, I mean, you can pretty easily would be able to get out this one right here, because it's like so large and it was like wiggling around, and if you flipped it around it would just fall out. So let's see how strong that one is actually in here. Oh, it's actually pretty strong. Let me just see if I can get this tiny little wrench. What are they even called? I don't know. This tool. Let's see, I'm probably messing up the. There we go. So just drag them out of there, and now if I go ahead and would try to implement them again, not implement them but stick them back in, I think I would have a hard time doing that on that one, because it's first of all the tightest of all of them, but it's still possible with a bit of pressure. But getting it out is a bit harder. So let's try that one out for the next part, which is that one right here. This was like the middle ground of them, like not the best but also not the worst. So let's just see. Oh, not the best and the worst. I didn't define that yet. But it was a bit loose. It was very loose. Was this not the really messed up one? But let me see if it's maybe just got a bit looser like that. How easy it actually is to put them in there in free air. Yeah, those are quite loosely in there. So the last one, let's check how they're performing. So like that. Yep, then that was the middle one. The other one was the very loose one. This one, I think it's perfect size. Then I will make a little cheat sheet. The second, yeah, that's perfect. That's the perfect one. That's the size that we want. And let's just take a look at the sketch here again and see. So this was the 5.6 one. Yeah, 5.6. Oh wait, was it? No, this one was it then. I should have marked them a bit. Made them a bit more clear to view. Yeah, I think like this should be. Let me show you here. If on the right here is the best one. Let me just write a little cheat sheet in a second there to remind me that this is the best size for them. So I really like those little notepads here. I don't think that's like the stick-it ones or notes. Man, I don't know. But I really enjoy them. I always use them if I plan out my videos. For example, I like to plan out my whole days. So for example, here last week, was a really nice day. I just go ahead and just say here, this is the time of the day where after I wake up. For here I was waking up at 5 or 5:30. I was just then going to bed, taking a cold shower and everything, waking up, and then just starting the scripting for the 7-segment display, the video that I uploaded yesterday. And from there, and half an hour later, I finish this stuff, go into the theory part, sketching all of that, and just liking to make like a little to-do list for the day, like an autistic level step out of the to-do list. Not just like, yo, I want to do that today and that what I want to do today, and without writing any times on when I want to complete that. Just like really every half an hour is completely planned out, so that I stay productive. And if my brain tells me, yeah, no, just go ahead and play some VR games, I just tell myself, yeah, don't be a little bitch and do the work. Which for me is now here, designing this or streaming, which also, to be honest, I planned that to be a bit more early, but then I delayed my work. I had to correct a test from school and just pushed the work because I just didn't get up this morning. So I need to be a bit more accountable on that part for the next videos. So to design this little cheat sheet, let's just give it a quick name or design a quick note. Nuts cheat sheet. I think that's what it's written here. I will know what it means, so it's not that important. So we have those little so for the 3mm ones it is M3 nuts. It is on the length it is 6.2 millimeters, and on the height it is 5.4 millimeters. I then could also go ahead, the height, I think it was 1 centimeter higher than the optimum, or the one how I designed it for. And then if I go ahead and draw this little nut shape, oh, that looks crooked. If you take that path, it would be 5.3 millimeters. So that would be a little cheat sheet. Nut, and then from this end to this end, I think it was, no, I'm not thinking here, or I am thinking here, but don't want to guess there. I want to have a nicely structured cheat sheet so that I can rely on in the future. So like this, it is 6.1. 6.1 millimeters. Yeah, that looks like meters, but who cares? So yeah, let's just go ahead and stick this up to my wall. To always remember this. So, there we go. Nicely structured. Okay, those can go away. To remember to drink all my creatine, not glucose. I don't know why I continue to say creatine. It's not what I'm drinking. So, we have another 50 minutes left. Then I will start to go get ready for the gym to still get a workout in today. I think in that time, the robotic arm, I have a pretty good idea on what to do and what to do next. Let me just finish this title right there. I am going to do that in the next stream, like the robotic arm design. But in this stream I want to correct the motor mount, to have it nicely structured. As you see from those last attempts right here, I have here my little nuts there, but they weren't the best. Here this will be where the motor is mounted onto the base plate or the top plate of the motor. So we can just go ahead and close this test. Can I somehow document? No, I don't want to close here anything. I can just press on save. Yeah, that's perfect. So everything is saved. Now if I go in here and share my screen to you guys, maybe put my cam up again, then it's a lot better to maybe watch the stream. Yeah, but this stream, I don't know why from the start on, like the first 5 minutes there joined so many people today, and also a lot of people staying here, so thank you for that, guys. Last stream was kind of lonely, nobody watched here, or not too many people. Just let me know if I can do anything to keep you longer here, or not to keep you longer here, but to keep you interested in the stream. If there's something that I'm doing that is like unnecessary, talking about something, just let me know. If you don't like anything here, I will try to do my best to change that then. But let's just delete those. The done progress, the done falsely progress. And just start over from the circle to the line back here. Oh, no, what did I do? Help. I just got scared there. I thought I deleted everything. And I think I did that again. That is what the circle is doing there. So this pocket, let's move it up to the body again. Can I? What sketch is that? Okay, that's a bit... Can I somehow remove that? Man! Copy. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want. I want sketch 001. This one is what I want. Okay, and then paste it. Put it into the body. And then right here I want to delete it. Yes. And oh yeah, that's nice to know that the pocket won't delete the sketch before it, but it will just delete the pocket. Wait. But where are the holes coming from now? I mean, there should be no longer my sketch of it. But those are still working. If I press on delete on them. Why is all of that broken down now? Yeah, no, I don't want to delete any of that. Come on! Ah, there we have it again. Just the... those long error messages right there. So what I want is to have those cubes right here, like that, and that, and that, and that one. There we go. Then we have from the previous sketches still those little stupid coins there. Why is this? Somehow turn this invisible. So we have this down here, and this. So there we have our problem. This one is kind of broken. Sketch right here. Yep, and that's basically just that one down there.
Hast du die Ameratinis rausgenommen?
Sorry, there was my mom in the room. So the problem is this one right here, but I'm no longer sure what I did there to get there. So This one is now completely scuffed somehow. But if I go on that one, somehow this is invalid, which is nice to hear, really nice. And then there's down here some holes that somehow get in there. Oh man. Why are they still there? I don't want them there anymore. If I just move that, no. I just delete that one, yes. And there theoretically should be none of that stuff ever created. So now if I make a sketch on that one, or make a export it, this, press on OK, it tells me it's an error. That's nice, perfect, let's go. I really like those. Oh man. So, what is the problem? What seems to be the problem? The problem seems to be that those sketches down there are completely scuffed. This sketch there is completely... I mean, this looks a bit better. 5, okay. I will just accept that for now. Then I will quickly adjust that one as well. I think we're slowly building up our progress from before. This one I will worry about later. Yeah, no, they won't work unless we change that pad right here. What are they even doing? They're actually doing nothing. Perfect. So I think that whole there, we just have to take a look at our previous, either on the stream, by the way, high pixel test. I'm a bit confused on what I did there last time, and I'm so happy that I actually documented all of what I did there with the technical drawings. And there is the learning lesson for today, which I can just write down for today. We have the 28.4.24. Taking notes is the best thing you can do / documenting. So that's the thing that I learned today. I will use those in my weekly recaps, where I want to write down what I learned every day, like the biggest thing. And for me that was just right now being happy that I know what I wrote down there, so that I can pretty easily sketch all of those up again. Everything's not working here. I don't like the console there. Let's just delete that run right now. Delete that. And just focus on the back pocket for now. Wait, let me just open this. This was Pixel Test sent in. Oh, I love this calculator. What are you even eating there? Damn, bro. I think that's not supposed to happen. But I think the calculator survives that. It probably will stink a bit for the next few weeks if you don't clean it properly. But then you maybe have an excuse for buying like a cool new calculator that you can actually program to play some games on. So until you write your first test in school, then you probably need to get the good calculator which you can program. But yeah, man, if you're drinking alcohol, then no wonder you spilled it on all of there. Didn't you say that you're thick while you're drinking alcohol then? Not good. Not good. Oh yeah. There's our creatine gone. And it is 18 o'clock right now. I will just quickly finish up the sizing for those for our cube right here. This will be 6.2 in height. 6.2. In the width 6.2 and 6.2, and in the height it will be 5.4 and again 5.4. That doesn't look. Why is this one this much bigger as the last one? Or maybe I know why, because I haven't centered it properly. Okay, I can start all over with that. Perfect, because I deleted the anchor points previously. So just do that really quickly. Then take the cube and just make a scale it up like that, and like there you go. So now if we go ahead and do all of that again, press here 5.4. It's really close to the edge up there, 5.4. There still is enough space there, hopefully. 5.4 and 5.4. And now we'll draw the horizontal line as 6.2, 6.2, 6.2, and 6.2. Perfect. Let's just drag them out a bit to be easily visible, not like clumped up on a little point there. So just go ahead and do that. And now if we take a look at our simple little preview right here, we just assemble one of them real quick. So you have to apply a bit of pressure, and it is a bit tricky to still get them perfectly in there, because you have to press them then on both sides, or get the both sides in at the same time. But I think this will be best for being a bit stiffer in there. Ah, now I can't get it in anymore. Damn. So let's take the big one. It's just a bit easier right now. And just see if the size was okay. So let's just screw that in real quickly. So there you go. Come on, come on. Oh, screwed in. Perfectly. You see the little motor mount right there. I think how deep I carved it out was perfect. So now if I go again and I made it 2.4 deep. 2.4 is the depth that we are going for. Again, I put this on my little cheat on my little nuts sheet. Damn. And like this was 2.4 millimeters deep. Just had to write this down as well, so I won't forget it in the future. So there we go. Now where we have that, I think I will select this, and I will quickly put this also in my 3D printer as an object test. No, it's the motor mount. And then I open up Cura real quick. Oh, I need to go onto the toilet. And as soon as I do that, I will end the stream. Now where I've exported that, I have those nice little motor mount right here. Slicing, it would take 40-50 minutes to print. We can do that. I just quickly have to slide in my SD card. Have that, all of that right here. Just delete previous things out. Save to disk. And with that, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Was a bit a shorter stream, just 2 hours, but I think we got a lot of stuff done and tested a few cool things, like this little mount here. Learned a lot of things now, and thank you for watching, and I see you guys in the next one or the next videos. Not a lot of people watched my current videos, so take a look at that. See you guys, bye bye.